Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I was on my way to work this morning and I was told to go back to the house. So I was headed back to the house, but as you all know, Chronicles, I was just recently moved into a new home, and there are so many things to do, so much to unpack, have more stuff that I have space for it. I've been running back and forth to the store, and that's what I'm doing this morning since work was deferred for me this morning, and maybe even tomorrow. My supervisor just texted and was like, maybe even tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm headed back to Walmart for the umpteenth time to return some items, shelf liners, all the kind of stuff that you need when you're moving into a new place. And it's cold. It's 33 degrees this morning. I am quite stuffy. You can probably hear it. Got the sniffles. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So I have not been in the garden. I wanted to give you guys a quick update. The garden doesn't exist just yet. I haven't even moved the garden into its permanent location because it has been raining off and on, and everything is completely muddy. I don't know if I mentioned this to you or not, but I'm not having the backyard sodded. They were going to sod 20% of the backyard because that's a part of the requirement for the homeowners, whatever, landscaping, blah, blah, blah. And I decided that I did not want any sod in the backyard. I want to do like Lady Cheryl did, and she put wood chip down and she took up all the sod. So that's exactly what I'm doing, and I will be showing you all some pictures, but right now it's a mess. I've been laying down boxes as I've been opening up things and trying to put them away or getting them put aside for donation or just garbage. And I laid the boxes down in the backyard where I want them to go, because I did order a chip drop order. It hasn't come yet, but I've been laying them out, and I looked last night and sure enough the wind kicked them up. I don't even know where some of them are. I'm probably really making my neighbors mad. For the ones I do have, I don't have very many. It's a very new development, so I don't have very many neighbors, and there's like a ton of construction on my street. So yeah, it's pretty muddy everywhere. The streets are muddy. The yard is muddy. I don't have my sod on my front or the side yards yet. I'm hoping in the next couple of days, because there's runoff and again mud, and I have a sandy type soil, so it's a completely different growing medium than I've ever had before. I've never had a sandy soil to my knowledge, especially not this bad. And so I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. I know you can grow in a sandy soil. I've seen it before. A couple of you guys out there have sandy soils. If you've gotten any messages from me and I'm watching your channel and I've noticed that you have sandy soil, I'm paying attention, y'all. I've been paying attention because that's what I now have. I will still be having a container garden, but now I have space to grow in the ground. So I will be growing in the ground as soon as I can get the garden moved, and I feel so behind. And I want to thank all of you for your support and your understanding during this time. I've been getting messages saying, take your time. I feel like a stark raving lunatic, like totally honest, full transparency. When you're buying any type of home, be that land or pre-existing or brand new build, there's a lot that goes into it that you don't know, they don't tell you. For instance, our washer and dryer, the rental home that we lived in, excuse my rusty hands, y'all. I've been washing my hands so much with moving and touching boxes that my hands are a mess. But I'm going to Walmart to get some hand cream. But anyway, I got the delivery of the washer and dryer. The household goods came, and the old house, that temporary house that we lived in, was really old. I think it was built like in the 50s or 60s, right? And so the washer and dryer plug, well, specifically the dryer plug was a 3-prong plug, if I'm saying that correctly. Well, when the delivery guys came, they were like, yeah, this don't work, girlfriend. I'm like, what the heck? And so we had to rush out and get a new cord, literally take the old cord off of the dryer and put a new cord on. That took a few days. And so just got that yesterday. But here's the kicker. Got it put in place. And I've got, really, washer and dryers are heavy, y'all. And I got really big, heavy washer and dryers. And so got them in place, only to find out yesterday from the contractor lady that, oh, by the way, there's a wire that if it's touching, it won't come on. And that's probably what's happening. So the dryer is not coming on. The washing machine is working, but you can't dry nothing. So laundry stacking up. Yeah, Car Chronicles. Do you hear me? Car Chronicles. So I've made it to Walmart. I'm not going to take y'all in Walmart. I'm just going to run in, run out. And I'll be back to talk to you guys a little bit more, just to give you a little update on what's going on with me. So I'll see you back in a bit. I am back, everybody. That was quick. I was just in and out. I was not trying to make this an ordeal this morning because I have so much to do with the house. But as I was saying, the washer and dryer situation, the dryer, had to put a new cord on it, a 4-prong cord, and so it's not working because there is some type of crossing of the ground. The ground wire is touching something, so now the thing has to be opened up again and have the ground wire moved. So there's that. All right, that's pretty much. Oh, one other thing, I just wanted to let you all know, this could be considered TMI, but I think this is very important. If by chance you suffer from any type of edema, any type of swelling, just know that standing on your feet, and I'm sure you already know this, standing on your feet for long periods of time can cause you tremendous swelling. Well, I never experienced edema like that before. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to get that cream for my hands because my hands are so dry. So I've never experienced edema like that before. And there's always a first time for something, let me tell you, because this has been such an ordeal with packing and moving and waiting and getting unpacked, and just, there was a lot of waiting. There were a lot of delays. Lots and lots of delays. So, but yes, I have been standing up on my feet for hours. I did not rest at all yesterday. And when I say that, what I mean by that is I might have laid down for maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And I was on my feet for too many hours. I did not get any sleep. I was up from, 6 o'clock. I don't know, but I was up till from 6 till 6. And it has been a crazy ordeal. And I think I've mentioned this before. My spouse always tells me, sweetie, you have to realize you can't do everything all at once. And I'm like, but no, I got a time schedule. I got stuff to do. I got places to be. Oh, I don't have time for all these boxes. And this has to go. And what I'm finding is that we, probably like most people, we have accumulated so much stuff. We have just an abundance of dishes and glassware, and it's just a lot. And my mom looked at my closet and she was like, you don't need nothing else, okay? Nothing. I said, how could you talk? Look at your closet. I mean, really? Ha! That's the pot calling the kettle black. Because I have so many clothes. So I am now, yet again, going through my closet, and I'm doing that Mary Kono. If you don't know who Mary Kono is, Google her. I think she might still have her show on Netflix. But look her up. I'm doing that, and I'm pulling things out, and if it's not giving me joy, baby, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. I am trying to minimize, and I'm having such a hard time letting go, but I'm having to do that. So if y'all, I started out with TMI, but if y'all are probably like me, you've got an abundance of stuff, clothes, shoes, and you're holding on to it, you might want to let it go. What you holding on to it for? So I'm saying that because I'm going through the same thing, and it's tough. You know, it's really, really tough. Well, all right, y'all, I'm headed back to the house. I still have to go back to IKEA yet again. They're killing me. Oh my goodness. You end up spending so much just trying to get reestablished. It's crazy. And it's not like I'm buying things that I want. I'm buying well, I did buy that one thing that I wanted. I mean, y'all might see it. I don't know. But I'm buying, well, yeah, I'll tell y'all because we family. I bought another raspberry. My garden has just gave up. It has given up the ghost. The transition has been so hard. I've lost so much again. But hopefully this will be one of the last times that I lose major staples of things. And so I bought a new raspberry yesterday. Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't yesterday. It was a couple of days ago. Because, okay, quick story, and then I'm going to let y'all go because I got things to do, right? And I think I told you all already, and if I haven't, just charge it to my head and not my heart because there's just so much going on. But they put 3 trees on the property, 2 in the back, 1 in the front. And when I looked at the trees, okay, not only are they not fruit bearing, of course I knew they would not be, but the trees over time are going to outgrow the space. They are massive trees for height and for width. And when I saw that, they told me that it was, what was it they told me the first time? It was I can't think of the name right now. I can only remember right now what I know they are. But they are a cypress tree. The first name they gave me was a completely different cypress tree than what they actually are. Either way, the trees, massive. So when I looked up this particular tree that they put in, which was a bald cypress, this tree can get, like, I think it said 30 to 50 feet tall. And the feeder roots, I want to say, was 20 to 30 feet. I don't know. But when I saw 30 to 50 or 40 to 50, or they got to go. Because I already have shade on the property. The way the sun comes up in the morning and goes down at night, I already have enough shade. And so a couple of trees, especially the ones I have, will be ample enough in the garden. So they looked at me like I was cuckoo cockeyed crazy. And y'all heard me right, cuckoo cockeyed crazy. When I said I need those trees removed, they were like, remove? I said, yes, remove. Oh, I didn't tell y'all this. Broke my heart. It broke my heart. I sat there in the car because I was waiting for yet another walkthrough. I had like 3 final walkthroughs, y'all. 3. So I sat there and I watched the people pull out the trees, right? And you know, these trees are expensive. It doesn't matter if it's a fruit-bearing tree or a non-fruit-bearing tree or deciduous or whatever it is. Trees that you purchase are expensive depending on where you get them, and especially the size. This man snatched that tree out the ground and snapped it like a twig. I was like, ow! Y'all, I hollered out loud. I was like, contractor lady, please come over here. I said, did you see that barbarian? Yes, I did. That barbarian over there just killed that tree. I said, that tree is probably anywhere between $50 to $100. And he just broke it, stepped on it, walked all over it. I said, I don't understand. He could have taken that tree and planted it along the outer edge of the subdivision, because this is a brand new subdivision, right? They're still building out here. This barbarian, I said, if I have to watch him kill one more tree, it's gonna be a situation. I need you to go over there and talk to that man, because what he did was just outlandish. Oh, I was done. I was so done. I didn't want it, but it's alive. See, tree hugger right here. So anyway, after I gathered myself, because I was very undone. I was undone at that moment. Mouth agape, I was ready to just like call some names. You heard me call him a barbarian, right? I did say that. So I went over to, after Googling some things on my phone, I wanted a red bud. And when I looked at red bud for where I wanted to put it, because I used to have a red bud on my previous property, but it was in the back. And the tree requires some shading. Where I wanted to put the tree, no shading, not even a little bit. So I said, you know, that's not a good tree for that location. But you know what? I'm not discouraged. Maybe later on down the road, I'll get a red bud to go somewhere else, as long as I have some shading for it. But for right now, in the front yard, I went and found a red maple. Girl, boy, dudes, y'all, hey, everybody. Oh, that tree is so beautiful. Now, it does get a bit big. However, if you plant it further away from your property, I want to say it said it could be planted within 20 feet. So that met the requirement. But the fall interest on that tree, if I can remember, because you know my mind is scattered right now, but if I can remember, I will put a picture somewhere up on the screen so that you can see a red maple if you've never seen it. It is so beautiful. Everybody else got all these wonky cypress trees. I saw a couple of magnolia trees, and I saw a mesquite. And I have to laugh because I think it's hilarious. One of my new co-workers was like, "Do you have mesquite?" And I said, "No, I don't have it." He goes, "Well, do you know what they call mesquite here in Texas?" I said, "What, firewood?" He's like, "Yeah, people cut mesquite trees down left, right, and center because they don't want them." I said, "Of course they don't want them. They drop a lot of stuff, and they're not that pretty. They're kind of gnarly with the way they kind of twist and turn and bend." But most people, not all, but there are many people like my family, they cut them mesquite trees all the way down. I'm like, nope, take them out. So I'm just glad I didn't have to get to a point like some of my family members who have been living in their new home for roughly 2 years, and they're like, "Oh, I need to cut that tree down." I'm like, I had to walk away. People want to cut trees down and snap them and break them. I cannot. So, but yeah, that was my ordeal. That's what's been going on, and you all will see the garden hopefully soon. It's just bear with me, please. There's a lot going on. So until I get a chance to talk to you all the next time, I hope to see you either in the kitchen or the garden real soon. Bye for now.